back face. So there are two slots. Due to that, we can have the hidden edges. Apart from this, we can have the another edge which is passing from here. We can see this edge which cannot be seen from the front. So corresponding to that, we will have the dashed line corresponding to this edge. And in these, in the two slots, one is which is passing from the right to left, it is this slot can be seen from the top. When we draw the top view, we will be able to know that the two hidden edges are passing from these two corners. So that those lines, those edges we cannot see from the top, and corresponding to those we can get the hidden edges in the dashed lines in the top view. Similarly, we can have other dashed lines which are corresponding to the edges which are passing from this corner to this face, and from this corner to this face. So we will have two additional edges which we cannot see from the top. So we will draw dashed lines corresponding to the these two edges. So let us see how the different
Sir,
views look like.
sir,
हाँ बताइए.
sir, even if we are projecting a real object on a plane, um, should we draw a solid line or a dotted line for that, sir?
Yes, if edges are hidden, then you have to draw the dashed lines.
If we are projecting on a plane, that projected line is imaginary, no, sir. We are just imagining
Pro-
the projected line.
yes, yes, projection line. Projection line, you have to use a continuous thin line.
Solid
Projection
line.
line. Solid lines. Yes, solid
Oh,
lines.
oh, okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So here in this slide, you can see three views. This is the front view, and front view is having two dashed lines. One is we can say three dashed line. One is here, another is here. So in fact, this is one continuous dashed line, but in between this we have continuous lines. So we can say that there are two dashed lines, although there is only one dashed line here, another dashed line is here, and corresponding to which uh, as we are getting this dash line, this dash line is coming corresponding to the edge which is passing from this corner or this corner, from the right to left. So we will have an edge which will not be visible from this side. So we can draw a dashed line corresponding to this, which can be seen like this. And as we already know that the wherever we show the continuation of dashed lines, if the continuous line is coming in the way, we will show at that location broken. So here we have not continued the dash from this corner. Here also we haven't continued the dash. We have just kept blank here. So in this way we draw the dashed line if continuous line is coming in the way. So we can draw the dashed line like this, and another dashed line which is corresponding to this is, which we can see from the left side. We cannot see this edge. This edge is hidden for this side. So we can and draw a dashed line which is shown here in this front view. So in the front view we are having only these two lines, two dashed lines, and in the side view you can see in side view only one dashed line is there, and that is corresponding to S, because we can see from the side, we can see this slot, and these edges. So no hidden edges are coming in this. We can see all the edges, and from the side you can see edge which is passing from this corner, from this front face to back face. We will not be able to see that edge. So corresponding to that edge, we can draw a dashed line like here we have drawn. So this is regarding the right side view. And when we draw top view, it has different dashed lines. So what are the edges which are hidden in this case? For the top view, we will have one edge passing from this corner, from front face to back face. One another edge is passing from this face to means front face to back face. So two dashed lines should be there corresponding to these hidden edges. So these hidden edges are drawn, hidden corresponding to these hidden edge, two dash lines are drawn. One dash line is here, another dash line is here. These dash lines should touch at the boundary. So here also it should touch on the boundary, and here also it should touch on the boundary. So these two hidden these two dashed lines are corresponding to these two hidden edges. And there are two more edges which can be drawn, which can be drawn in the form of dashed lines in the top view, which are corresponding to these edges. The edge passing from this face, right face to left face. Here also we'll have the another dashed line, another hidden edge, which is passing from this corner to uh, left face, means from the right face to left face. So we have two hidden edges. Corresponding to that, we can draw two dashed lines. Here also you can see this dashed line is continuing from this continuous line. So we have to break it here. Here we can show broken, means we can show the gap. Here also we should show the gap. Similarly here and here, 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 here and here. So at eight places we will show the gap. So these two edges are corresponding to these two dash lines are corresponding to edges which are which are passing from the right side to left side, which is corresponding to the slot which is given. So in this way we can draw different views, and in these different views I have just shown the red lines which are corresponding to the projection line or construction line. We have shown it. In fact, I have shown it thick, but you can show it continuous thin line, so that we
Sir,
can differentiate it with the main outlines. So we can draw it by using continuous thin line.
sir,
uh,
sir, in the top view on the left and right side, there are some slots, no, sir?
with the gap, this gap.
Yes, sir. Left side and right side. Symmetric gaps are there, no, sir?
Yes, there are gaps
Sir,
because
those are corresponding to the slots of that H shape, no, sir? When we see from right side view, or
yes,
that A.
this is yes. In the top view, we will not have any material here or edge. Edge is slightly inside after this boundary. Here we don't have any edge, so we will remove the edge here, means we will not put any line here. So after some distance we will put this edge which is corresponding to which is shown here, which is corresponding to these edges, these three edges. So that is coming here. It is due to the slot. The slot, because the face is inclined. If this face was vertical, then we should show the this dash line. uh, this line should be completely from
Straight.
this place. This, yeah, this should not be there. Only continuous line will be there. So this line will be not there, only continuous line. And from here only we will have the dashed line. But because of inclined face, we have this gap, this portion starting from the little bit right, and right from the left side, and from left from the right side, little bit away.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So there is another object which you can see. This object is not complicated to visualize, but it is having such feature which can be drawn into the views, different views. So here we are using the first angle projection method. In previous case also we have used the first angle projection method. So here in this object, what are the special feature for this? So there is a hole from passing from this face to back face. This through hole is there. There are two more holes here. One is here and another is on this side. Symmetrical hole is there. So two more holes are there. One fine hole is there on the top, which is written as 3D. 3D means diameter of this hole is 3 millimeters. So this is for this circle it is shown as 3D. So in fact in this nomenclature we have used D, 3D, 37D, 15D, like that. So we just can know that this is regarding the diameter. Although this notation we don't use in our drawing, we use for we use phi for diameter and r for radius. And in case of radius we show r 12 like that, not the 12r, we show r 12. In that way we show the radius. So this is regarding the object. So let us see how its views can be drawn. So you can see there are three views which are shown here. This is the front view. Front view of the object there is semicircle, like a semicircle drawn here. Apart from semicircle, we have two arcs here. Two arcs are corresponding to this radius as is shown as 12r. This radius we can show arc of radius r, that is 12 here in this case. So here two arcs will be drawn, and after this we have two places where dashed three places where we have dashed lines. One is corresponding one place here when it is where it is corresponding to this hole. So two dashed lines are drawn which are representing the extreme boundary of the cylindrical hole. So that hole we can uh, draw by using two dashed lines. Similarly, on right side we have another hole. So corresponding to that we can draw two dashed lines, and the hole which is shown on the top of this surface we show by using two dashed lines, because it is also a fine hole, but it is a hole which can be drawn by using the two dashed lines. So in this front view no more dashed lines are there. In side view we have different places where dashed lines are there. So in side view on the bottom side we have two dashed lines which are corresponding to this hole or this hole. we have two dashed lines similar, same size as in the case of the front view. And there is another dashed line, only a dashed line here. That dashed line is corresponding to the extreme boundary of this bigger hole. So extreme boundary we can draw by using dashed line of this hole. And second boundary we can have which is overlapping this line. If it is overlapping, then we cannot show it by using dashed line, because in the precedence of line we give the preference to continuous line than the dashed line. So we will show continuous line because already there is an edge passing from this point. So we draw the discontinuous line. So in this way we can complete the right side view. And the top view, in the top view you can see the different portions are drawn. Only dashed lines are here and here, and these dashed lines are corresponding to the circle hole which is passing from this face, like here, from here to this face. We will have two dashed lines which are representing the extreme boundary of the hole, cylindrical hole. So we can draw two dashed lines. So, and red lines are shown for the construction of the our projection lines. We can see corresponding to which line is drawn, corresponding to which place we are drawing different line. So these views are related to this object.
Sir,
And yes.
sir, in the slide before the fifth slide, sir, why have we drawn the two continuous lines in the top view that near the circles, the small
Yes,
circles?
this continuous line and this continuous line.
Yes,
Is it?
yes, why?
See, because if we consider a cylinder in the projection, what we get? We get two extreme boundary of the cylinder, as which represent if we take a cylinder, it's like if we consider a cylinder, which we can take an example here. So if we take a cylinder like this, so what will be the this this cylinder in the front view? If we take this as the front view, so what will be the projection? We will just draw two boundaries of the cylinder. This will represent two boundaries, and top corresponding to top face and bottom face we will draw two lines. So we will get a rectangle, this if it is complete cylinder. So if semi cylinder, this is corresponding to the semi cylinder. In this case, it is still we are getting two boundaries at this point and this point for this case. So corresponding that we have drawn two continuous lines.
Okay, sir. And one more thing, so whenever we consider holes, we always consider them as through holes only.
No, if it is not given, you can assume as through hole, and if it is given, then you can consider a blind hole or other blind hole like that. So if it is not given, you can consider through hole.
So here all the four holes are through holes, right?
Through holes, yes.
Okay,
All
okay.
through holes. So here in this slide, you can see I
Sir,
have taken the slide from the previous lecture. I
hello, sir.
have, yes,
I have a doubt on previous slide.
yes.
So in the previous slide,
Previous means this.
yes, sir. Slide number 5.
Slide number 5. Slide number 5. Yes, this one. Yes.
Yes, sir. Why we haven't draw the whole of 3 diameter in the top view?
Oh, yes, yes, that should be there. That should be that is left. That should be there. Here, one small circle should be there. A small circle should be there here. Yes, yes, you are correctly pointed out. So here, a small circle should be there. Like this. Here, one small circle should be there. Like this. So a small circle should be there, and at the same time we have to show the line of symmetry also here in this way. So here in this slide, you can see there are three views. How they are aligned, this is the point which I want to mention, that the front view is here, left side view on the right of the front view, and the top view is on the below the front view. So this is the case of first angle projection. So in most in few of the cases, in few of the drawing sheet which I have checked, in that I found that randomly the front view, left side view, and top views were placed. So that should not be there. This is the method. This is the rule for the first angle projection, where you have to arrange the views in this manner only. So this is the case of first angle. Similarly, we have case of the third angle, where left side view will be left of the front view, a right side view will be on the right of the front view, and the top view will be on the top of the front view. So these things are there. And in the lettering, which when I was checking the seats, so what I got, uh, uh, at different places I have found that M has been written somewhat different than this, because this middle portion of M should touch the guideline. Means if guideline is not there, still it should be in the same level at these two legs. So it should be like this. And similarly for the W also, W should be touching at the uh, at the same level as the two legs, two arms. So we have to do write like this. In the same way, we should write in the inclined letter also. And apart from this, I have seen that you have some of you may have the dimension the views within dimensioning. You have put the dimensions within the view, so that should be avoided. And you have to provide all the dimensions, but avoid the repeated dimensioning. So and another one is that you have to use align system that is recommended for the dimensioning. So this is all about the today's class. So we will stop it here. And if you have any question, please ask.
Sir,
Uh-huh.
sir, in the third slide, what we have used, sir, I mean, first angle projection only, no, sir?
In yes, in this first angle projection method has been used. Here in this
Sir,
right.
third slide, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is this first angle projection, sir?
yes, first angle
So
projection.
for right side view, we should write on left side like left of front view, right?
Left of front view. Yes, yes. Right side view.
Okay, sir. I got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, well.
Sir, is there any necessary to consider right side view or left side view if nothing is mentioned?
If nothing is mentioned, so you observe onto the object that which side will give maximum number of continuous edges. if one side is giving more number of continuous edges, other side is giving more number of dashed edges, so in that you can directly select that the side which is having more number of continuous edges, that you have to select. Which is having less more number of dashed edges, that you can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, welcome.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, these red color marked lines are important, sir, or
These are just for construction. If you don't show it, it's still it is all right. It is just in fact, in this case, what we do, we just draw one view and start transferring the dimensions in other views, so we don't have to measure the same thing again and again.
okay, sir. Sir, one more doubt, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, can you see the chat section, sir?
Yes, yes,
Conversation.
yes, yes.
Sir, for that first question, among A and B, which top view is correct, sir?
This one, first one, A.
Sir, why, sir?
Because arrow which is shown here, that is used as a front view. So with respect to this, top view will be arranged with the line which is from the front view. In that orientation it should be there. So in that orientation you have to look. This is front view, so the front view, with respect to front view, where the top view will be there. So this C type things will be there in the top view, and it should be aligned with the front view. And if we consider this way, it is quite possible that in this case you get same dimensions in all the side, like 45,
Yes.
45, 45. So that may create confusion. Otherwise, if dimensions are different, you won't be getting the aligned views. So in that you can directly correct the mistake. So here in this case, this is the first one is the A, which is you have mentioned as A. This is the top view.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
So,
Yes.
sir, in this figure, in top view, you had drawn the dash line which are not continuous from the uh, which are not continuous from the edge end, but the horizontal dash lines are continuous from the dash line continuous line. So, can you explain when we have to make that continuous dash line or broken dash line?
Here in this case, like if we are having the uh, dashed and continuous line in the same line, so we have to, or we can say that continuous it outlines outline, visual outline and hidden outline, if they are in same line. So or we can, here we can see like this, dashed lines and continuous lines are coming in the same line, so there we will put the break where that continuous and dashed lines are meeting. uh, Although the dashed line may continue to the this hidden portion, but here we will not continue, to show the differentiation from where the continuous line is starting. We can show here dash line. If we show the dash here, so it may seem that the means starting the continuous line, uh, it may seem that the continuous line is up to this place, but it will be the reading mistake which can happen. So we put the gap in between the dash line and continuous line like this for all the four places. Here also you can see this, in this place we have kept gap. Here also we have kept gap. Here also kept gap. We can see this type of So I have missed that part, which is shown here. So here in this case, you can see there is a line. First case, begin with dash, not with a space. So here begin with dash when it is perpendicular to each other, means dash line and continuous lines are perpendicular to each other, then we can show it like this. And in this case, that is as continuation of visible line begin with space. You can see this has to be followed. If continuous line and dash lines are in continuation, then we will put the dash here, dash where continuous line ends. So we will put dash like here and here in the case of arc as well as in the case of line.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, so if there's no question, we can stop it here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, welcome, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.